morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious. And that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lads. Thank you, little lads. You're delicious and bright. They are on today, my delicious little babies. Now then, the weather in our neck of the woods in the old UK. If it's raining, it's raining. Yes, it is peeing down with rain. No, surprise, surprise. There's never any surprise, my delicious little babies, because this is how it is all the effing time these days. Anyway, when we do get a tiny little bit of, if the sun cracks out, if it decides to, or, you know, the wind drops, do you see what I mean? It's like we're supposed to be humble and grateful for that. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Well, anyway, I know what I really want to say, but I'm just not going to, okay? My delicious little babies. Now then, yeah, I'm a bit more in the land of the living, okay, my delicious little babies, because I haven't been feeling well these past few days, shall we say, my delicious little babies. I've had a cold. And mind you, many who I'm meeting, of course, they've also got a cold. But what I've been doing, my delicious little babies, is I've been... because I do curries as well, my delicious little babies, so I'm dosing myself up, you know, on me different spices and everything like that now, okay? I've also been, like I said, I've been doing other things as well, and sometimes I put up some little things, you know, that I'm making or cooking. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I do a bit of that. I'm a bit like a spud. I'm a bit of an all-rounder. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? I just do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You know how it goes, my delicious little babies, anyway. Now then, so let's just take a look. And I hope that you're all super-duper well and that life is treating you most beautifully, my delicious little babies. Now then, let's just take a look here. Okay, the first one, this is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. This uploader happens to have 181 subscribers, my delicious little babies. So it's 181 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay? Just going over the numbers. Okay, so we need to get these numbers up, my delicious little babies, because, and of course with anybody not in that way, okay? But our lovely Lee Dawson and his mate, Dave. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? Now then, so it's a search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. If you could please and thank you, just please type in the front line, you know, the front line .army. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So they're really good actually, because, and the video should read, okay, my delicious little babies, Stacey rules, or Stassi rules, the law to halt all truth. Yes, my delicious little babies, and just before I've come onto the camera this evening, okay, because I think it's about 6:30 in the evening, okay, what it is that with this video, and like I said, I was just listening to another one. It's only a really shorty video on BitChute, and there's another man there now, and he's saying that he has been, you know, really strongly censored as well. And when he actually showed the little bit of the video, that he feels that it was why he was being censored. Well, I know that video. Oh, okay, it's just my little brother. God bless him, sending me a heart and kisses. God bless him. God bless you, my little baby. Anyway, I'll just get back to the matter in hand. So when he showed us just that little bit of the video, my delicious little babies, I know exactly which one it was. Okay, because I've seen it myself on BitChute, you see. Anyway, it wasn't very long, but it was just, you know, your man there was just done saying it. He was out in the street and he was showing others. Do you see what I mean? Not the uploader. This was, you know, somebody who was walking out in the street. My delicious little babies, you say. But this is what's, you know, this has been happening for a long time now. You know, I mean, it's like my numbers, you know, on YouTube. You know, what it is, if you're not talking about something that they are liking, do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Well, then what they do is, well, they simply make sure that nobody watches your videos, my delicious little babies. That's just simple things. That's how it goes, you see. And, but like I've been saying, there we are, see, all cold here, long time, you know, the more and more that this goes on, is the more and more, it's only a figure of speech, my delicious little babies, but the more that, there we are, it's going to backfire. Do you see what I mean? Because ones just get, you know, marty paid off. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And I wouldn't be surprised if others, somebody's making me say this now, it wouldn't surprise me if others are, you know, will come together and find another route. I've just got another route. Okay, my delicious little babies. So, yeah. That doesn't mean no. Okay, my delicious little babies, something there we are just made me say that, okay? Because that is the way that I see it going. You got Twitter, the same, okay? And then BitChute, okay, BitChute, which it's, you know, like a free speech. And of course, you got more and more now who are, you know, little uploaders, God bless. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I'm on there myself, it's just that I have not put up another video yet. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I will do, okay, but not yet, okay? I'm just not in the mood in any way right now. I'm sweating. I'm absolutely sweating. But then if I turn off the heating, which we're also very thankful and grateful, you know, for our heating, but if I turn it off, then I'll go cold. So the thing is now, I'm just like sweating, and then if I wear a t-shirt, I'll go too cold. I'm sort of like that at the moment because I'm still getting over a cold at the moment, my delicious little babies. You could probably tell anyway. It doesn't matter how I look. This is the whole point of all of this. What it is, I like to give out my information. So what should be more important is the information that I'm delivering. Do you see what I mean? So that others, God bless, can get their information. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so you know, I'm not bothered about, do you understand what I mean? Things like that just do not bother me. I've always been the same, my delicious little babies. Do you say, you know, either somebody likes you or they do not like you, but you know, it shouldn't be based on what you look like, or do you understand what I mean? Okay, but because we're living in this fake world, my delicious little babies, do you say? I mean, I heard another video, when was it, the other day? That was on BitChute as well, my delicious little babies. I never wrote it down, but it's just reminding me, there we are, of something. This woman now, how old was she? 22? 22? Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? And what was it? Something to, don't quote me now, my delicious little babies, but it's something to do with Instagram. And what it was, it's like they kept sort of, as if like for her to have, what do they call it, all this flipping, effing flipping Botox and all that shit. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, apparently, I'm trying to remember it all, something along the lines of that, I'm not sure whether it was ones who were, because I never, all I did was see the box. Do you see what I mean? That doesn't mean no. You know, so I never clicked on it, okay? But is it something like ones were saying that she looked about 45? 45, my delicious little babies? Well, I'm 50, you see. But the one thing about me, and I've always been the same, my delicious little babies, what you see in me, there we are, is what you get. Sold as seen, not literally. Okay, my delicious babies, it's just a saying. It's okay, it's a figure of speech, it's a saying. But I've never once, I can honestly say, hand on heart, never once ever said to myself, okay, Carla, book yourself in, go and get a Botox. I've known others, there we are, which I have, over the decades, you know, where they want to get these fillers and get all these things now. And my only question, that doesn't mean no, my only question that I asked them at the time, okay, because to me, sometimes, I do not mean it nastily, but sometimes they've got more ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching than common sense. Do you see what I mean? And they say, oh, well, it makes me feel better. It makes me, you know, and it's like they forever want to look young. But I've seen many different videos over the years, put it that way, my delicious little babies, where things go seriously wrong. If you follow me, my delicious little babies, and on many accounts, rather unrecognisable, shall we say, my delicious little babies, because you see, it's like an addiction, isn't it? It's like they get addicted to the think, oh, I've got a flat forehead now, so, and I've got, you know, my Jaggers lips, okay, so, you know, they want to keep all this up, but really, they should just appreciate and love, there we are, who they are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I mean, even for myself, I mean, I know that, you know, that doesn't mean no. I know with myself, I know where my faults are. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And I mean, for me, it's like a bit of the old double chin. Mind you, I think it's going a little bit, okay? My delicious little babies, I think I'm going to need some old castor oil on that. You see what I mean? Maybe a bit here and a bit there. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? I don't know. Maybe a bit of my forehead as well. But, you know, something that is, there we are, natural. Do you see what I mean? Not, you know, and I'm not one for creams on my birth trace, on my face either. I've just never been that way. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Because I've never felt the need to. I like my skin to breathe, which I do. So it's very rare you'd ever see me wear makeup, even when I was young. It's a rarity. You'd ever see me wear makeup, my delicious little babies. I'm just not that type of woman. Do you see? And that's why I can never understand. Do you see what I mean? So getting back to your woman there, well, why did she allow like a platform like Instagram in the first place to get into a noddle, to get into a head? Do you see what I mean? Because I certainly would not have done. But that is myself, and there'll be other dear women and dear ladies out there. There we are, exactly the same as myself. Do you see? But it's like there's so much pressure with these young lasses, it seems, you know, to look super duper wonderful. Well, why? You know, because you're beautiful from the heart, aren't you? Do you see what I mean? It's not about, you know, how, you know, how many wrinkles you've got, how many non-wrinkles you have, or anything like that. You know, I quite often say, you know, my delicious little babies, you know, when you look at wrinkles, yes, I always say there's a wrinkle for every time of your life. Somebody said that to me years ago, you know. I cannot remember now. It was a woman who said it to me, God bless her. But she said it's a wrinkle for every time of your life. And I said, yeah, that one for this one for this. Oh, but I just see, you know, things differently. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But they should love who they are. You know, that's my point in it all. So when your woman there, you know, she said, oh, you know, that, you know, she felt, I should imagine, a little bit upset that, you know, one's thought that she looked 45 when she was 22. But, you know, this is where ones need to, and I say it about any young lass out there, you know, this is where they have to not sort of follow the leaders. You know what I mean? That in order for the way for them to look, that others are going to like them more, because the chances are ones will not. All that they will do is see them as being, let's just say, and men can be the same, my delicious little babies. There we are. I've met flipping many in my time. Do you know what I mean? They think more of them earn birth trace than they do of the missus. No jerk. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, very vain, extremely vain. Do you see what I mean? But we could say that when you like that, one, we could say it's an addiction, and another thing we could say that it's, well, I do not mean it nastily, so this is, you know, not against that woman or any other young woman, but I would say, or man, okay, whether young or older. The fact is, I would say that it's also like a, it's like a selfishness, isn't it? My delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? It's like, you know, they want everybody to like them, and but at the same time, they've got that selfishness about them. There we are, and I have met many in my time, my delicious little babies. There we are, put it that way. And put it this way, it's like, you know, instead of, because one's got to understand that we get older. Do you know what I mean? So you get older, you know, you may change in little parts. Do you see what I mean? Well, I certainly have my delicious little babies, okay? But honestly, you know, well, I am being serious. I have. You know, mind you, I'm losing a bit of weight here now at the moment, okay? But not for any other reason, my delicious little babies, okay? But the point is that really, you know, you're not 25 anymore. So if you say, for example, you're my age, 50, then why do you want to look 25? I just do not get it, my delicious little babies. I've never ever, honestly, hand on heart, never got it, ever. And if somebody likes you, you know, whether it's a relationship, whatever it may be, well, the fact of the matter is they should like you for who you are. Not this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you know, there has to be a chemistry. We understand all of that, okay? But somebody should like you for other things as well. Not just, you know, because of your birth trace or because of your boobies or because of your bum. Or do you understand what I mean? You know, it goes far deeper. I've said this over the months and years. Do you see? So, you know, to me, I just thought, well, you know, you shouldn't be upset, my little lovely, if ones give their honest opinion. You know, she should never, God bless her, have been, there we are, suckered going down that road in the first place. So that's not being nasty. Do you see? But I should imagine, because even if we said, well, you know, did others try to advise her otherwise, you know, not to be doing all of these silly things now? Well, the chances are some of them probably did, you know, and maybe some didn't, you know, did not. But the fact of the matter is that judging by her birth trace, okay, I seriously do not feel she would have listened anyway. But that's what happens, isn't it, my delicious little babies? You know, ones just do not listen. It's like I always say, I do not feel that anybody's fully grown up, really, until I'd say they're in their 30s. That's just there we are, my feelings on it, my delicious little babies, because you're constantly learning different things, aren't you? Do you see? So anyway, I'll just get back to this. Sorry, I've just rambled on, my delicious little babies. But yes, I mean, I felt sorry for her because, you know, anybody would feel sorry for anybody, but the other part of me just thought, no, you've been silly there we are, you've been silly to yourself. Do you see? You know, you should be able to look in the mirror, you know, and like what you see. I mean, each and every day, no word of alarm, my delicious little babies, okay? Okay, fair enough. I may not look the best right now. Anyway, I'm not really bothered. I'm not bothered. It's not really. I'm not bothered, okay? I'm here to give out a video. But I thank my beautiful, oh, God bless how I love them so, my beautiful dear God and my beautiful dear Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator and our dear little angels. And I thank them every single day. This is no word of alarm, our delicious little babies. Every single day I do this. I thank them for my chest. I thank them for my bum. I thank them for my legs and my feet. I thank them for my hands and my arms. I thank them for my birth trace. I thank them for my voice box. I thank them, and most importantly, I thank them that I can wake up, there we are, each and every morning. That's what I say thank you for. Do you say? Okay? As well as, you know, thanking for the roof over our heads, food in our tummies, gas and electric, being able to wash things, you know, with our lovely washers and dryers, you know, that we have. I'm very thankful for everything. Do you see? So it goes well beyond, you know, how you look. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? That's all that I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this. So yeah, I do not understand. I really just do not. Anyway, so let's just go on to the next one. So, right, okay. So this one's also on BitChute, my delicious little babies. And yes, so yeah, it seems that the censoring is just ridiculous. Anyway, this one here, my delicious little babies, this is, and that doesn't mean this uploader's the search engine of your choice again, my delicious little babies, and you need to please and thank you type in, should you have any of an interest in any of these videos, you must unlearn. You must unlearn. Okay, my delicious little babies. This uploader happens to have 1,217 subscribers, my delicious little babies. The video should read, Todd Calendar. Tribunals, elites, can't escape, Nuremberg 2.0. The Reckoning, then in brackets, Nuremberg trials.net. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, my delicious little babies. Todd Calendar, Tribunals, elites, can't escape, Nuremberg 2.0, The Reckoning, then in brackets, Nuremberg trials.net. Okay, my delicious little babies, now then, next one. This is on BitChute as well, my delicious little babies. So this one I have advertised before, Natural News, and I have advertised the others, you know, sometime as well, my delicious little babies. With the Frontline.Army, I have advertised them, you know, rather regularly. Okay, my delicious little babies. This one here is Natural News, the search engine of your choice again, my delicious little babies. Natural News, so it's 2 words into one, my delicious little babies. Okay, this uploader happens to have 47,127 subscribers, my delicious little babies, on BitChute. So it's Natural News sorry, spacebar BitChute. Okay, my delicious babies, and you should reach your destination. Okay. The video should read, fighting for health, freedom against tyranny. So I should just repeat that again for you, my delicious little babies. Fighting for health, freedom against tyranny. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. So we're ticking all these off as we go along. Well, this is very interesting actually, because there's a gentleman who, Mike Adams, is talking to, my delicious little babies. Okay, you need to watch it, please, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. Okay, very interesting indeed. Okay, my delicious little babies, very interesting indeed, please. A very interesting video to listen to. Okay, I'm just trying to help here. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, the next one. Okay, my delicious little babies. So this uploader happens to have 460 subscribers, my delicious little babies, okay, on BitChute. This uploader is called, I'm just ticking them off as I go along, Panzer, Panzer 86. So it's all together, Panzer, word and numbers together, Panzer 86. The video should read, so you'd only have to type in search engine of your choice, Panzer 86, the number, space bar, BitChute. The video should read, where are mukbang YouTubers today? Okay, my delicious little babies, where are mukbang YouTubers today? Okay, my delicious little babies. I'm going to go back to that in a moment. Okay, my delicious little babies. I just need to tell you these last 2. So, the next one, this is also on BitChute, my delicious little babies. And this uploader happens to have 508 subscribers, my delicious little babies. And may each and every one of these little babies prosper. Okay, so now then, okay. So the uploader is called, so search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies, Addis, ADDRS, Ethiopia. So it's 2 words into one. Addis, Ethiopia. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, right. The video should read, a warning for Lent. Tornado rips through Antichrist Turkey. So I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I, my delicious little babies? A warning for Lent. Tornado rips through Antichrist Turkey. Yes, my delicious little babies. So what we see, it's only just over a couple of minutes long on this video, my delicious little babies. Now, as all of you will very well know, usually one sees a lot of tornadoes in America, usually. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, this one here is in Turkey. So that leads me to suggest, my delicious little babies, that maybe all is not there we are well in Turkey at the moment, my delicious little babies, because when we see different types of weather, shall we say, it usually is to do with the state of affairs going on, there we are, in different countries, shall we say, and we've been seeing rather a lot of it, especially between, I'd say, the later part of last year and the beginning of this year, my delicious little babies. Well, I have anyway, my delicious little babies. So yes, and then you can see the destruction that it causes, you know, and certain things that it decides to rip out of the ground, my delicious little babies. Okay, look at this. Need to keep a handle on it. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, finally, I mentioned this one. This is on YouTube, my delicious little babies. I'm going to mention him again, actually. He's popped up again, okay? Shay London. So it's 2 words into one, my delicious little babies. So it's S-H-A-E, then London together. Okay, my delicious little baby, Shay London. He's now up to 10.7 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies. The video should read, London before and after immigration, foreigner reacts. Okay, my delicious little babies, so I'm just going to repeat that again for you, shall I? London before and after immigration, foreigner reacts. Now then, I remember talking about this particular video that he's been showing parts of. It may actually be with Shay London, or was it with somebody else, because I wrote it in my other book. Okay, my delicious little babies, I wrote it in my other book, just going over the dots. Yeah, he's just showing, it's only about, I think, 10 minutes something, my delicious little babies, because the longest video is natural news, and that's nearly an hour. Okay, my delicious little babies, so that's the longest one. But for the rest of these are not very long. Frontline.army is only about, I think, 30 minutes or just over 30 minutes long. So they're not, I wouldn't say particularly long videos. Okay, my delicious little babies. Yeah, so he's showing, I mean, you know, he's explaining things from his point of view. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, how he sees things, okay? And what he was saying was, God bless him, you know, but like I said, with anybody, not in that way, not in that way. What he was explaining is that he feels that the immigration, there needs to be more control over it. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? But what's really interesting as well, because with me, I have a habit, my delicious little babies, where I look at one's expressions. Do you see what I mean? So I'm looking at, you know, sort of what their thoughts are. Do you understand what I mean? When they're watching something. It's like, for example, say for example, I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something off the top of my noddle. Say, for example, if somebody goes to the opera, they've never been to the opera before. Say, for example, I'm merely using examples, my delicious baby, an example. So you could go and say, for example, because, you know, because with opera, it can be it's very heartfelt, isn't it, my delicious little babies? Me personally, I mean, I like all different types of music, my delicious little babies, but, you know, there could be some music, you know, it just touches your heart. Do you see what I mean? And then, you know, you could be sat there and then all of a sudden you might just have little tears coming down your face or something. You know, it's because it's very deep and meaningful. Do you see what I mean? So when you look at Share London and the, you know, the way that he's watching, do you see? But it is very interesting. I mean, if you look, okay, you had different cultures that came in at different times, different decades, do you see? This is just my take on it, yes? Then ones got along with each other, they learned, because you do, in the end, you learn to get along with others, okay? Everybody does, okay? So then there's no problem then, is there, okay? But then what we've been seeing, okay, is that then you get more different cultures that come in, and then what then happens is that others become, this is just my thoughts, my delicious babies, okay? I'm only just giving my thoughts. And then they become rather overwhelmed, you know, because you've got different, you know, nationalities, different cultures coming in. Do you see what I mean? It's like you've got to learn everything all over again. Do you see what I mean? There we are, there we are. Do you see what I mean? That's the best way for me to explain it, my delicious little babies. That's how I'm done explaining it, do you see? You see, if you look at the average, this is just my take on it, right? Because you just live and let live. But if you look at the average, okay, most want to get to know another nationality, you know, just to see how they do things, you know, like I may want to look at how another nationality does something, you know, just like if you go on holiday, for example. Do you see what I mean? Okay. You know, but I feel that if ones were more left like that, there we are, before I even say it, I feel that it would be much better. But when it's just thrown in everybody's birth race constantly, okay, other things are going on, okay, like wanting to stick us, which I've been saying over the months, and other dear ones have been saying over the months, my delicious little babies and others, you know, for years, that, you know, there's other things going on, like 15-minute cities, like, you know, wanting to stick chips in our brains and in our hands and, you know, do all of these very nasty and spiteful things. Like not wanting us to eat and wanting us to eat lab-grown things, and, you know, and wanting us to eat bugs, so not wanting to eat anything that would be healthy for us. Do you see? So they're wanting to do all of these things, and then not to mention wanting full control of the world. We know who. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Are you following me? Please and thank you. So, you see, when ones are all arguing over race, there we are, there's other things going on. Do you see? So we can see, and then, of course, you know, just going to have a sip of my coffee, please and thank you. It's got cream in it. Anyway, my delicious little babies, it's gone a little bit cold now. That's me nattering. Okay, my delicious little babies. So, you have to sort of see everything what's going on, okay? But of course, ones have mixed views. Now, to me, yes, I mean, my only issue, and I'm going to be honest with you, okay? Like some, let's just say, you know, say if they learned something in their own country, say for example, okay? See, how can I put it? I've experienced it myself. There we are. Okay? Where you'll get somebody, you know, whether he's, what nationalities? Say, looks Indian, but not Indian. Okay, my delicious little babies, that's the best way to explain it, okay? And like, they do not just sort of, and this is where I feel that there's a bit of an issue as well. Well, not a bit, it could be rather a lot. Okay, my delicious little babies. Where they could say, see a woman, okay, and then they go up to her and, you know, and maybe they get a little bit, there we are, too fresh. That's the best way to explain it, my delicious little babies, okay? They get a bit too fresh, yes? Okay? and then they think then that they can just come up to you. Do you see what I mean, okay? And sort of say and do as they like. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? It's like I was walking out yesterday, and there was someone, you know, it's like, say, for example, if you smile at somebody, you could smile at anybody, whether they be man or woman. And, you know, all that you're doing is you just say, you know, smiling, you know, just walking down the road. Well, certain nationalities, okay, would take that as, oh, she likes me. Do you see what I mean? Or he likes me. Do you say? Not like as in, you're just saying hello. Do you say, oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, like that? Do you say? What then happens is that they take it a completely different way. Okay? So, again, this has been going on, there we are, for many, 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 there we are, years. Okay, my delicious little babies, this is not just something over, what, 3-4 years. Do you see what I mean? Okay? So, sometimes you have to politely, shall we say, put them in the place. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? Very rarely have I myself personally ever had to be nasty or say anything. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes? Usually you just say what you've got to be done saying now. There we are, job done. Do you see what I mean? No problem at all, okay? But of course, what we've been seeing in other places, okay? I mean, like, I've had it in Turkey as well. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? On more than one occasion. Do you see? With the Turkish ones there now. Do you see? So I'm not being racist or prejudiced. Anyway, I'm not even going down that road. I'm just explaining my experiences. And they got no skin. There we are. They just got no skin. Old-fashioned Jamaican saying. No skin on the bird race at all. Do you see what I mean? They're damn cheeky, some of them. Do you see? Okay? I would say it's worse over there. And I've been a number of times to Turkey. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? You never really got it in Spain. Well, I never anyway. Okay? And I've been Canary Islands, all different places. Do you see what I mean, okay? But never there. I've been to Paphos as well. Never had it there. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's certain places, there we are, where this happens now. Do you see? Okay? So, you know, so once they learn now then that they cannot treat others like that, but again, this is an education. Do you see? Okay? I mean, Turkey was really bad at one time, my delicious little babies, but you would never have seen that in the box in the corner of the effing room, would you? My delicious little babies. I mean, you'd have little young lasses who are like 16 with their mums and dads on holiday. And then you'd have, say, you know, a group of young Turkish lads. It was happening a lot. There we are. It was happening a lot over in Turkey. And that's going back, what, year? There we are, years ago now. And even though that the mum and dad was there, you know, and maybe they travelled with another couple in their family. You know how it goes, how the drill goes. And, you know, these had just come up and just not give a damn, start tapping the young lass, you know, on parts of her body that she really did not ask for. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay? And then, of course, you know, you got the fathers then getting into a ruckus with them. Do you see? To me, that is a total disgrace, because they should be respectful, not only of somebody coming into their country who's being respectful, just having a walk around, maybe about to eat. Do you see what I mean? Yes? But doesn't this come down to the parents as well, that they must not just see a woman, please forgive the expression now, as a slab of meat? Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? I'm just done saying it's the way it is. Do you see? So that's where you have to, do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes, okay? So you have to sort of know how to be able to handle them. Do you see? But I've had it on, there we are, a number of occasions in my life. You may not think that, my delicious little babies. There we are, but I have. Okay? But I'm just sort of done, not sort of, I'm done telling them. Do you see? And it's keep away from me. Do you see? Do you not have no damn manners? And maybe a few other words. But the fact of the matter is that you deal with it in a certain way, but not all women or all young lassies can deal with things that way. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And that's where I feel that it is. But I feel that if one's just was like to try to get along with another, and, you know, because everybody's learning. I'm not saying that this is the best idea, the way it's happened, you know, the way, you know, but at the same time, you know, I can see as an outsider where the problem is. But if I'm walking down the road, and please God may it continue, you know, because I just like to live my life in peace, love and harmony, no drama, no stress. But, you know, you're walking down the road, you can have all different nationalities, like if you're in Brummie Town Centre or anywhere, you know, you just smile. They smile, there we are. They generally smile back. Do you see what I mean? I mean, I had a young lad. I was getting on the bus, when was it? About a week and a half ago. I was just getting on the bus, and to look at him, and he had a muzzle on, you know, one of these masks, and to look at him, he looked actually quite very serious and very like that. He must have only been about 17, I would have said. And he just kept staring at me, you see. So when the bus came, it didn't bother me. I never felt intimidated, not one bit. But when the bus came, you know, even though he was there before me, you know, because I'm not one to jump the queue, he said, "You go first." Do you see? Now, if you would have looked at him, you know, head on, you would have thought maybe he could have looked rather thuggish. So I did not mean it in a nasty way. But I said, "Thank you very much." I said, "Your parents have clearly brought you up correctly." And you know what? His bit of his mask came down and he gave me a smile. He said, "Thank you." I said, "That's all right." I said, "Good lad." I said, "Have a lovely day." He said, "Thank you, and you." See what I'm saying? You know, so sometimes looks can be very deceiving. Do you see? But, you know, so he let me go on the bus. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes, okay. But, of course, when you've got some nationalities and then they seem to not quite understand, this is what I feel rubs others, there we are, up the wrong way. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? You see me, I just try to explain it from a different point of view, but I would never say anything unless I've experienced, there we are, something in my lifetime, and I have, there we are, many times. Do you see, okay? You know, you'll always get some anywhere. It doesn't matter where you go, on holidays or anywhere. And you will get someone to be like very flirty-turty, as I call it. Do you understand what I mean? You just have a laugh and just carry on moving along. But there's certain countries that you visit and they just do not seem to have the same understanding. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? And I feel that this is what pees others off. Do you see what I mean? But really, others are just trying to, there we are, to understand others, if you really look at it, okay? So, you know, this is a very long, do you understand what I mean, to talk about? So I'm not going to say anything more about it, but really, doesn't everyone, just to finish on this, doesn't everybody really just, there we are, just want to live in peace, love and harmony? There we are, because that's all that anybody wants. Really, if you really look at it in a, you know, a different way and from a different angle, do you say? And really, as long as nobody's troubling you, then you shouldn't be troubling them. That's just the way I see it. Yeah, simple things. Do you say? But like I said, when they start to not quite understand, you know, well, there needs to be more of an understanding, but we have to look at the countries that they came from, and what, there we are, what their upbringing has been like. And some of it, very sadly, is rather disgraceful. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies, okay? So, you know, it's like women are very, there we are, second class. Do you say? So, you know, we could talk about this for hours, my delicious little babies, but I'm just giving, you know, my take on what I feel could be annoying others. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Anyway, so where did I want to just go back to? That's it. And then I'm just going to end my video. So, yeah, this is all to do with the mukbang YouTubers. Now, I've watched, which I'm going to be honest with you, my delicious babies, I've watched quite a few of these videos over these years, okay, on YouTube, okay, my delicious babies. I'm just going to close my book. And, yeah, there was quite a lot of, what they're called, is it Chinese or Korean? Yes, okay. And also, there's other ones, actually, there's an American one, I cannot think of his name right now. He goes around America. It's all right, I've got a bit of a sore there, my delicious babies, I'm blowing me flipping nose. He goes around America, and then, because he's American, and then he eats like massive plates of food. My delicious babies, wait a minute. So he does that. Well, of course, you know, I mean, you know, he's put, you know, just a figure of speech, my delicious babies. He's put, you know, a bit of beef on. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But the fact of the matter is that, you know, I haven't seen him for a while, actually, okay? Because he popped up on my feed, there we are, years ago, anyway. But I have seen some of these other ones with the is it mukbang, yes? Mukbang, yes. Yeah, I have, yeah. And what happens is they eat, yeah, mukbang, they eat and eat and eat. Okay, so they start out rather slim. And then as time goes on, they end up, let's just say, super duper, with a lot of, carrying a lot of weight, bless them. Okay, but because they're getting paid plenty of ka-ching, 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 my delicious little babies, then they sort of become really overweight. But it's very disturbing. I've got nothing against how anybody wants to live, okay, my delicious little babies. I'm not slim myself. However, what I will say is to eat those levels of food, okay, my delicious babies, and even to come on a camera when you put all that weight on, and then you've got an oxygen, you know, so that you can breathe, and then you still, you know, to entertain your audience, shall we say, I find very disturbing, my delicious little babies, very disturbing indeed. But because there's such a lot of ka-ching, 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 they just keep doing it. But ones have to look at, but then there was one where he was very slim, was he Korean or something? And apparently he'd been a model or something. And he was eating plates of food, but never getting larger, so never putting weight on, my delicious little babies. Well, then it emerged. You need to listen to this video, my delicious babies. It's only about 30 minutes long, just over. That somebody had mentioned that what he was doing is he was projecting. So what he was doing is he was vomiting it back out again. My delicious little babies. Well, that's not, I feel, a very healthy way to earn ka-ching myself. My delicious little babies, to eat your food and then to project it, vomit it back out again. Something not quite right, is there? And again, that's all for ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Do you see? But if you were to see this video, my delicious little babies, okay, to me, it's very sad that somebody has to feel the need, there we are, to go to those lengths, all for ka-ching, because you wouldn't see me doing it, my delicious little babies. I mean, I love my food. I mean, I'll be the first one to say that. But at the same time, you would never say, I mean, just looking at that amount of food is, well, number one, extremely off-putting. Number two, well, you just wouldn't know where to start. Number three, I wouldn't want to start. Do you see what I mean? My delicious little babies, mind you, that should be number one. But anyway, but it's really interesting to take a little look at, my delicious little babies. But no, and usually they end up very sad and very upset and very unhappy. So I'm pretty sure that they can maybe find different ways to earn a living, shall we say. Anyway, so that's the end of my video. Lights off. So, you know, wherever you are in the world, have a super duper and delicious time. You only get one life, my delicious little babies. And you just look after yourselves now, okay? And if it's night time, wherever you are, please have a beautiful night's sleep. Please have a very rested sleep, okay? Please look after yourselves and please try to take care of others. And sending each and every one of you full protection, peace, love, harmony and happiness, okay? Wherever you are, you just... look after yourselves now. So much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.